I'd like to call the meeting to order of the Sustainability Commission. I don't need to do that, do I? Okay. Oh, yes, and our pledge leader. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I didn't do a very effective job of putting a agenda today, but the things I wanted to talk about are some of the things we talked about last time. Zach was working on questions, and some of you may have gotten them. I don't know whether questions to give department heads. And also, I was just working on some things for us to list the things at the departments. So I don't know whether he got anything out to the department heads. He wasn't able to make it at the last minute today. So that's kind of what I have to report there. I guess we need, I jumped ahead. We need to do, I don't know whether a roll call, but I don't know that I have the complete list in front of me. Tucker, do you have the list?
Yeah, and since we don't have a secretary, I'll run it. So Jeff Matusik.
Yeah, I'm here.
Londa Owens.
Here.
Todd Taylor.
Here.
Ty Miller.
Present.
Zach King. And Lucas Cromer are both not here.
Yes. So what I wanted to discuss is so we could look at these things a little bit, get some suggestions, and also plan out our schedule a little bit, decide, I'm going to be unavailable next month, decide whether we want to take a 1-month break or whether we want to do it. I don't have any preference. Ty, you could probably run the meeting and do it more exciting than me. So just give you some time to look at this. And what I used a little bit of ChatGPT and a little bit of my knowledge from being a department head, put this together. And what I thought it was just be a good list for us to add to or subtract, think about things. Some of the things may be done or could be underway at the departments. But it was just, and like see LED street lighting, well, that's our power company and some of these things, but alternative fuels are underway at some. So I just thought if each member wanted to take a look at this and maybe improve on it a little bit or add to it. Tucker, have you got anything to add for today, discussions?
I mean, if you want me to give a general update, I can.
Yeah.
I think it's been 2 months since I've been at one of these meetings, so I apologize for that. And I'm playing a little catch up on everything you guys have done. So I guess in the meantime, we were able to salvage part of our spring planting for our tree program. We still lost our funding, but using some previous funds that the now defunct tree commission had in a fund that we didn't even know that existed, we were able to pay for a portion of the contract that we had set for our spring planting. Initially, we were supposed to plant 80 trees when we were fully funded. That number is now 18. And the company Dogwood Hills will be planting trees. I wanted to say they did some today, but it's either today and tomorrow or tomorrow and the next day. So we'll have 18 trees planted. So that's exciting. Outside of trees, there's not really much else to report on. I was going over Todd's document, and I hope you guys have some time to do so as well. And one of the things that Todd does really well is look at each individual department, but another thing that I think we could think about as we're reading through it is city-wide items, so items that could apply to all city departments regardless, and things I kind of thought of, maybe like an ordinance requiring city fleet additions to be hybrid or electric moving forward, or when feasible, they must be hybrid or electric if it's not like a dump truck or something that you couldn't feasibly do. Another one I thought would be interesting would maybe be establishing like a long-term alternative fuel adoption plan for all city departments. So like things we could talk about are things that we applied for in like that solar grant that we would have received funding for if we would have received funding. So like like a central battery storage facility or potential for battery storage facilities at different departments, power generation sources, fleet charging station, like a centralized fleet charging station, I think would be really interesting. And then another thing that I keep harping on, but I don't know if you guys are interested, is just better charging infrastructure across the board for electric vehicles here in the city. And that's really all I got for you guys today, so.
Well, before the meeting, I mentioned to Tucker that I had two real-world situations. One person didn't come up from Indianapolis with their Tesla because of the lack of level 3 charging stations, and another was a family member came over the weekend in his Tesla, but again was, charging issues, and we just don't have much going in that realm. And I would think somewhere in Newport Landing, there should be a parking lot with some, and even in where Kroger is, it wouldn't hurt to have part of one of those parking lots. But I guess I'm wondering, and maybe somebody knows, how do you get, I'm assuming Tesla put those ones in over in Michigan City at, was it Myers or Lowe's or whatever?
Yeah.
So I wonder how you get them to do that, so. But it affected travel for a couple of people that I knew, and I thought that was something we had just talked about at our previous meeting. Fonda, do you have any, are there any in your lots? Okay.
No.
No, okay.
Regarding the EVs, I know Tesla does their own, to support their own, their chargers are a little bit different. Some other
Right.
company, some other cars can use them, but they're not like typical tier 3 chargers that every manufacturer can use. So they kind of just put them out there and let people use them that want to. But there are also still grants from the DOE as of today for EV charging. There's tax credits still available that even non-taxable entities can take charge of. But both bills currently, the House bill and the Senate bill, are eliminating those. So depends on the reconciliation how it all goes down. But there's a small amount of time there for sure on those tax credits or grants for EV charging. So